The ongoing 2024 protests in Nigeria are rooted in widespread dissatisfaction with the economic challenges facing the country. The protests began as a response to the rising cost of living, unemployment, and general hardship. Significant participation has been seen across various regions, including the north. In the northern part of Nigeria, reactions to the protests have been mixed. Some groups have condemned the protests as counterproductive and ill-conceived. Others have expressed their grievances more forcefully. A coalition of northern groups has publicly rejected the protests, urging the public to support President Bola Tinubu's administration. President Bola Tinubu has called for the suspension of the protests, advocating for dialogue as a means to address the concerns of the protesters. His appeal, however, has not been fully effective. Demonstrations have continued, leading to incidents of violence, particularly in some northern states. Tinubu's administration has emphasized the need for peace and stability. The unrest has led to economic disruptions, affecting businesses and public services. Internationally, the protests have garnered attention from bodies like the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. ECOWAS has urged protesters to heed Tinubu's call for dialogue. They expressed concern over the violence associated with the protests and underscored the importance of maintaining peace and security in the region. Economically, the protests have had a significant impact. The disruptions caused by the protests have exacerbated the already fragile economic situation in Nigeria, leading to further instability. This situation poses risks not only to Nigeria's economy, but also to the broader West African region, given Nigeria's role as a key economic player in ECOWAS. The ongoing protests in Nigeria reflect deep-seated economic frustrations, with significant implications for both domestic stability and regional security. The government's response, particularly from President Tinubu, has focused on advocating for dialogue and peaceful resolution. However, the persistence of the protests highlights the challenges in addressing the underlying issues.